tell you about him. And then anyone else that has a story that they'd like to share, we would love to hear it. And Rick would love to hear it up where he's at right now laughing at us. So without further ado, here's Jason Fass.
All right. Can you all hear me? Okay, thank you so much for being here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jason Fass. This is my better looking younger brother, Aaron. And my father left us his list of grievances, so I'm going to now read them. Scott, we're starting with you. I'm just kidding. If you knew my dad, you knew that this very brief talk would be including some jokes and laughs. That is the point of tonight. So first, I want to thank a few people before we get started, and I'll thank some more as we go. Number one, as I've learned is best practice, I want to thank my wife, Adrian. Thank you for keeping our family together while we were taking care of our dad. There are so many people here that knew my dad. Many of you that I'm meeting tonight, thank you so much. Many of Aaron and I's childhood friends, where are you going? And I can't thank you enough for being here, going out of your way, and to spend this Tuesday night with us. I also want to thank a couple people that have been a part of my life since basically I was born. Number one, I want to thank Pat Fass, who's here. Pat is the reason that my brother and I ever left Bradenton. She has a sense of adventure that took us out of this great area, and cannot thank you enough for everything, Pat. We love you. I love you. Thank you so much. Next person I want to thank is someone who effectively raised me my whole life, and that's Bob Fieberts and his wife, Teresa. It means more than anyone will know that you're here and that we are what we are together, and we still have this relationship. And so, Bobby, I love you. Thank you very much. Now, I thought about this talk, and I thought about what would our dad be thinking right now as his two sons have a microphone and we're here at 88 Live. And I know exactly the words that he would be thinking. Oh, shit. And so with that, I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to keep it brief, I promise. I'm going to talk about 4 reasons that we're here tonight. I'm going to try to keep it together. And I'm going to use notes for the first time in a very long time. First of all, a couple of days before our father passed, I had that uncomfortable conversation with him about what he wanted to do or what he wished for his end of life. And if for those of you who don't know, our father, both of us, he was Jewish. And so I said, Dad, I need to have an uncomfortable conversation with you. Let's talk about the end of life. It's a needle on the record kind of moment. And I said, so would you like a memorial, or would you like me to call a rabbi? And he gave me those Rick Fass big eyes, like. And when we knew exactly what that meant, we kind of smiled, and here we are talking about the end of life, and we're kind of laughing together. And I said, okay, I got it. And he said, I think I would like to have a celebration of life. And when I told Scott and Sherry this that same day, I couldn't even finish the sentence before they said, don't say another word, let's do it. And so we're here tonight. So thank you. So second reason we're here is an obvious one. We're here to honor the man the way he'd want to be honored. And, for those of you who knew my dad, you knew that he didn't say a bad word about anyone. Whoa, Trev. Wayne on the volume. Okay. And I think, quite frankly, the world could use a little more of that right now. Just a little positivity. And of course, with that, honoring who he was, I feel compelled to say that not only did he love the music, which we'll talk about next, but he certainly loved his family. He loved you, Aaron. So he told me. He certainly loved... And he was right, yeah. And he loved my daughters, Addison and Harper, his grandkids. And he was really involved in all of their lives. Third reason, 3 out of 4, keep with me, people. The music. The music wasn't something that our dad did. It wasn't something that he was pretty good at it, first of all. It wasn't... And despite his ability to go off on some crazy lick or some crazy solo, it wasn't really about the ego. And it wasn't even about the food, although I understand from Tanya that every time they booked a gig, the first question out of his mouth was, do we get a meal? At the end of the day, the music was, simply put, the most honest expression of who he was. It was his passion. He loved sharing that with all of you. And it's with that we celebrate tonight. We celebrate the music. Now, there is really just no better way, speaking of music, to celebrate and to honor my dad, our dad. I'm working on this. It's different. Yeah. So please, for all of you coming up tonight, enjoy it, right? Now, for all you guitar players, don't go turning up your amps too loud because he's listening and he's watching and he's judging. And if you have a problem, Wayne and Trev are going to take care of you, so keep your amps at the normal levels.
Yeah, baby!
All right. Another big part of the music was these Tuesday nights. This is the last place that he played. He needed to be here. He wanted to be here. And I'm going to interrupt my talk to hand it over to Aaron to talk about Tuesday nights at 88.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, yeah, thank you, Jason. I second everything that Jason had said as far as just too easy. My job's cut out for me here. We're good. It's been overwhelming, the support and the love, and just this community that my dad was so proud of and absolutely loved. Every time you talk to him, it's, hey, Dad, what do you got going? It's 2 o'clock and I got to set up for the jam. It starts at 7. So that was like a normal Tuesday for him. 6 hours of planning to come out and have fun with you guys. It meant everything to him. And if there was any shared interest, we're going to the notes. If any of you had a shared interest with our dad, if any of you had a shared interest with my dad, you knew that he immediately supported you, encouraged you, and was in your corner 100%. For me, it was sports. When I was growing up playing baseball, he was immediately like, well, I'm going to learn everything I can about baseball so I can coach my son playing baseball. Jason showed interest in bikes and skateboards, and despite, getting pushed down a couple 100-foot hill by our dad, coming out with road rash and all of that, he was supported and encouraged to do so. And I'm sure many of you have stories of being embraced, feeling vulnerable, opening up to him, and him just being absolutely supportive and encouraging of chasing what makes you happy. This is clearly what made him happy, and it's pretty awesome. Some other things that he was very supportive of besides sports and bikes and music, loved multiplication.
Yeah.
It's traumatic, but we actually had a multiplication table, also known as a dining room table, that Jason and I still laugh about from being scarred from life. So 3 times 9.
27.
See? Cheers. But we know our math, and we can count pretty good, but we're still struggling with words. And our dad also was not the best with words. He used his instrument as his voice. He used music as his expression. It's how he showed love. It's how he showed his passion. This guitar right here is well worn. It's our dad's #1 guitar that he played from. It's a 1974 Fender Stratocaster, and he has played the living shit out of it very well for 50 years. So, you know, he's right here. That guitar means more to our family than anything. It's who he was. And anybody that had work done on their guitar, it started there. He did more projects on this thing than I care to mention. My old bedroom at the house is his. Yeah, we'll just call it music room. Anybody that's seen it knows that it is probably the equivalent of about 6 music stores in one bedroom. But yeah, that's really it. It's overwhelming to see everyone here and faces that I haven't seen in 10, 15 years or more. Friends, family, you know, we have family that came in from Georgia. We have, you know, friends that I've known for 30 years. They may not call me a friend for 30 years, but that's debatable. This is just absolutely wonderful, and we can't thank you guys enough for what you provided to our dad. He absolutely loved every one of you. He probably knew 95% of your birthdays. Yeah, you've got a birthday coming up in 2 weeks, right? He always, that's his parlor trick, as we call it. We don't know how he did it, but you got some more? Yeah, here we go.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Last reason we're here, 4th reason for those following along, the community, all of you. So thank you very much. I want to shout out to a few people that have been with us, Aaron and I, on this journey. For those of you who don't know, our dad was sick for quite some time. He never wanted to be a burden to anyone, and he kind of hid it. And I fielded about 10,000 phone calls from people in this room, but there are a few people that I just really want to recognize. So first of all, Scott and Sherry, thank you. Al, Marnie, and Sylvie, wherever you are, thank you for all of your support. Tanya and Chip, thank you so much for everything you've done for us. Jack and Hope, thank you for your ongoing support. We love you.
This list could go on.
This could go on, and this is dangerous. There's going to be people I don't name, and I'm apologizing already, but
Yeah, one is
I'll buy
coming
you
up
a
on
drink.
stage right now to make sure.
Billy
that,
Rice
gets
and
mentioned.
Patricia Rice, thank you. Lisa Egan, love you. Thank you for our friendship. Mike Fargnoli, who has called me just about every day for the past 2 years. Usually he's crying, but I love him. Pam Jeffrey, thank you for your support and your love for our dad. And Scotty Yates, I don't know if Scotty's here tonight, but I called Scotty and told him that we had a Radio Shack equivalent of parts in our house. And Scotty said, I think I can help get this to the community that could use it. And so Scotty, thank you. And lastly, my dad had a saying that we'll raise a glass to now, and if you've heard it, it's appropriately cheesy. He used the phrase, usually when he was introducing just about anyone, but he would say, hey, to the man, the myth, and the legend. So with that, we'll... Check. All right, so the man, the myth, the legend, Rick Fass, thank you all for being here. Thank you.